All right, let's just dive right into this unboxing. This one is it's something I'm super excited about. First off, we're using the Red Horse Knife Works custom Hellraiser with the bacon Damascus blade and carbon fiber scales. See if I can get into this box or not. So this came to me from Core Essentials, and it's kind of interesting. They sent me a email. They just came out with their own knife, and in the email it says, "Hey, thanks for reviewing our belt before, but we have just now came out with a knife. Would you like to review the knife?" Well, I reached back out to the guy and I said, "Sure, I would love to review your knife, which is in this smaller box. But I'm super interested in the belt. No, I never did a belt." And so he sent me, we went back and forth, and he sent me an EDC belt, which I'm super excited about. But let's dive into the knife first, since that's what he initially wanted me to review. So they just came out with a knife. This is kind of a plastic case. It's not really like a hard Pelican case. It's more like ABS plastic. Now, I don't know much about this. Again, it's a normal unboxing. I don't know much, but we're going to look at it. It does come with a brush to clean it with, I guess. Does it come with any other paperwork? I don't even remember the name of this knife now. I should have looked before I started filming, but you get what you get here. So it looks like we got two blades. There you go. A little Tonto with some serrations and a crossbar lock. All right. Double crossbar. And then on the other side here, how's this one going to work? Kind of top flipper, front flipper. Okay, that doesn't really flip out. It's more of a slow roller thing. It has another little like utility type of blade. That's interesting. And they asked me what color I wanted. I said, well, come on. I took a look at the website. They had carbon fiber, so of course I'm going to pick the carbon fiber. So stay tuned. I will do a full video on this guy and get all of the information and whatnot because, yeah, I don't remember all the details. All right, so here, it's actually good timing because I was looking at different belts recently. My address, I will have to blur that out. Dang, I hate when that happens. And then I kind of froze and it stayed there for a minute. All right, so you get a bunch of paperwork and stuff. So what they sent me, and I'll do a full video on this later once I really kind of understand it. But it comes with different buckles. I picked one that looks very similar to a normal buckle. Has a tool, which we'll talk about. Optional item, this is a hanging thing, and we'll talk about that. And this is a protective sleeve. Okay? Which is kind of an elasticy thing. All right? So we'll talk about that all here in just a moment. Well, I'll do a full video, but let's get this all the way open, okay? Take this plastic off of the actual belt. All right, so I went with the brown leather, which actually looks really good. Now, this is for multiple belt sizes. You have to cut it to fit, and then you put this buckle on over here, right? You kind of loosen up these screws, you shove this in, tighten down the screws, and then flip this over. Okay, so that's how it works. The cool thing is, and if anybody has a Core Essential belt and wears it, please comment down below. I would love to hear your experience. The beauty of it is this ratcheting section on the inside. And the buckle has this spring-loaded tongue. Let me see if I can get that so I can zoom in without dropping the belt on the floor. Spring-loaded here. So as you insert the belt, you're going to ratchet it in 1/4 inch increments. So it looks pretty traditional on the outside. It's got the little button here. So you pull this, how does that work? Pull it towards you or out. You pull it out and then you can release the belt and then you can put it back on and off you go. So it is an EDC style type belt. It is stiffer. It's not just the leather inside. There is a inner core of some material that is more rigid and hard, because this is really meant to help hold up your EDC tools and gear, right? And sometimes when I'm sitting, when I'm carrying something IWB, it's a little tight. So you can just loosen it by 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch and sit more comfortably. And then when you stand up, you can just go click, click, and tighten everything up so that it all stays where it's supposed to be. Now, what's super cool is they give you this protector thing as well. And I don't remember exactly what they call it. It goes over here. It'll go over the belt. And wherever you are going to clip your tools, your inside the waistband type of tool, it's going to hook on there. It protects the leather from the clip of your holster, of a knife sheath, or anything like that. It's going to grab onto this guy and not screw up the material on the leather. So I think that's genius. And then this hook for the closet just ratchets your belt loop, your belt buckle, and then you could have your belt hanging from this. If you have like a brown belt, a black belt, camo belt, they have a lot of different materials and colors. And then you just, to pop it off, you just grab it like you would under your belt and away you go. So that's like a whole system, which is kind of cool. Am I going to have multiple belts? Probably not. But it also gives you the ability to put, I guess, different belt buckles up here. You could put the keeper up here if you're not going to use it for every occasion. So it's just a kind of an organizer. Like it says, an optional item. They included it with this. I think this is like $1 something. This is like a couple bucks if you need a replacement, things like that. We'll talk about all those details in the full video, but I'm super excited. I'm going to have to kind of measure. This one goes from 28 inches up to 44 inches. There is a larger one that goes from 44 to, I don't remember, but I am in that 32 to 34 range, depending on pant size and belt, in that 32 to 34. Core Essentials. I'm super excited about this ratcheting thing. So like I said, if you have one of these belts in any color configuration, different belt buckle, they also do Western belt buckle. There's like maybe 10 different belt buckles, and they have so many different belts. Go check them out. I'll put a link to their website down below, but Clay, I think, is the name of the guy I dealt with over there. Thank you so very much for putting all of this together and sending it over. I'm super, super excited. I will probably do a full video on the belt, and then maybe in 6 months, we'll do a follow-up video on how I like it or not. I don't know. I have your normal traditional belt buckle right now. And in the full video, I'll compare my current belt with this and all that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited about this. A knife, yeah, this is kind of cool. But for me, the belt's the way to go. I'm not sure why the belt company is making a knife to begin with. That's a different topic. I'll get more into my thoughts on that in the full video of this. Thanks, guys.